Hey guys, hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? Evan Giovanakis here for another live stream. And today, as you can see in the title, I want to talk about how to differentiate, build relationships, and win sales virtually. And over the last 6 to 9 months, it is true that there have been seismic shifts into the role of a professional salesperson. And I think there are three main areas that I want to discuss today. And buyers nowadays, if you look at it, buyers don't buyers have no need nowadays for sellers, for professional salespeople, for coaches, for B2B salespeople, for anyone really that don't deliver and they don't drive value. So customers, potential customers, have no need for sellers who do not drive value. That's number one. Number two is the fact that the COVID pandemic drove a radical, immediate shift to virtual selling. Okay? And number three is the fact that after a decade of growth, the world, in a period of 6 to 9 months, found itself in an economic downturn, right? The economy is a little bit slower than before, much slower than before. That depending on the sector, right, that economic downturn, depending on the sector, it is likely to have long-lasting implications. And it has always become a cliche at this point, but it's true because what I'm going to say is because people want to buy from people that they know, they want to buy from people that they like, and people want to buy from people they trust. And the way to earn that status, the way for you as a professional salesperson to earn that status of like and trust is to focus on building and maintaining relationships that go beyond the kind of transactional nature of simply closing the deal. And right now, we truly live in uncertain, unpredictable, new normal times, whatever you want to call it. Therefore, relationship building, it is critical, it is crucial in winning sales. But the way we go about winning sales has changed. Remember, what was the sales experience before the pandemic? You would have a meeting, you will arrange a meeting, and you will show up early for a live meeting at your client's office. You will sit down, put your laptop, put up your projector, and wait it for the other person or for the other people to enter the room, and you will start to chat. And if you're early, the receptionist, if you're B2B, will walk you to the coffee area. You put a cup of coffee or tea and have a chat and wait and then go to the meeting room and wherever. And you go through your presentation, you talk, you build relationship. How is your client? So the first 15 minutes, you don't really talk about the product or service that you offer. You just chit chat. And later, maybe you will treat your client to coffee or some lunch or dinner or some other in-person interaction, maybe go for a drink to deepen that connection, which will allow you to know each other better in a less formal setting. So you will move from the conference room, you will move from the client's office to a coffee shop or to a restaurant. Now it is not so simple, right? Now meetings, 90% of meetings nowadays have shifted virtually. So because they have shifted virtually, it means they start on time or just after the scheduled time. So if it says 10 o'clock, you start at 2 minutes after 10 or 5 minutes after 10, once everyone has dialed in. Everyone says hello, and then people just jump right into the business straight away. So we're here today to discuss, we're here today to present you. At then the scheduled time, people simply log off. Therefore, the friendly chit-chat has been reduced. The time for a friendly chit chat has been reduced, because if you are into communication, if you you are in a business development role, or you are a coach, you're an entrepreneur, you are you used to do face-to-face meetings, you know that doing meetings virtually is changed. It is different. It's not how it used to be. It is much more challenging to build relationship virtually than face-to-face, because face-to-face you can see body language, you can interact with your client. Sometimes virtually it is much more challenging to engage the client, because maybe they are listening to you, they are watching you, but at the same time they are sending an email or they're doing something on their phone. So this is a challenge. So what is the good news? The good news is that you can still focus on relationship building even when your interactions are online. And I want to share with you today 4 ways how to differentiate, build relationships, and win sales virtually, win sales remotely. So the first thing that you have to do, write down, take a piece of paper and write down, and any questions that you have, you can type. There's a comment there, there's a questions, and I will come back to you later. So the first thing that you do is you need to take the lead, to take control, and focus on to build relationships from the beginning. Take the lead and focus on relationship building straight from the start. So in spite of the virtual nature of business these days, it is still possible to make space to build rapport. It is still possible to make space to build relationship. So let's say you have an hour meeting online. You don't want to lose the hour to small talk, but what you want to warm up the room before diving in, right? And sometimes it is as simple as starting with a check-in. Therefore, you can say, hey guys, before we get going, I just want to do a quick check-in to see how everyone is doing. How is your day? How is your week so far? And let people talk. And many professional sellers, you will find that this can make a difference in creating time and space for rapport. Because what you will realize, you may end up talking to your clients or to your prospective clients about life for 15 to 20 minutes before you really start talking about business and what you're selling or what you want to do. Then you can build relationship, you can have the opportunity to like each other. But sometimes from a business perspective, maybe this is giving you less time to go as far as you wanted into a presentation, but you are building valuable relationships. And if you don't have time, you can always pick it up on another video call 3-4 days down the line. So the lesson here, it is very clear. Do not discount the power of relationships, and give the appropriate amount of time before you jump into and start talking about work. And I do suggest, if it's a group call, to let everyone else go first. But if you want to set the tone, you need to go first. You can talk about something amusing that happened to you over the weekend or over the week. So whatever you do, other people, human beings, naturally tend to follow with similar commentary. So if you want to break the ice in a certain way, set the tone and go first. That's point number 1. Create time and space for rapport building. So take the lead and focus on relationship building from the start, from the beginning. That's number one. This is what you do at the beginning. Icebreaker. You can call it an icebreaker if you want, right? The second thing that you do is you end your meeting at the end with a casual discussion, with a casual closing. And in my experience in face-to-face interactions and in face-to-face selling, some of the best conversations happen after the meeting has concluded. Therefore, I do suggest that you allow that to happen virtually as well. So therefore, what you do after, let's call the formal part of a one-on-one meeting ends, bring the call to a close by refocusing on your rapport, which you have built at the beginning. So what you can say, I'll give you a script. I don't really like to give scripts, but I give you an idea how to end your meeting with a casual discussion. Well, Mr. Client, the next steps seems to be A, B, and C. Yes? The client agrees. Then you say, great. By the way, before you go, I am really curious to know about what you have said at the beginning about being a part-time chef 5 years ago. That sounds interesting. And then let the client talk a little bit about it. Be human. Don't be robotic. People buy personality. People don't buy robots. You can also make, another suggestion I can give you, you can also make a similar effort by acknowledging the situation we're all in. Because it guarantees you're going to get a response. Well, Mr. Client, the next steps seems to be A, B, and C. Yes? The client agrees. Great. So what's on tap for the weekend? What are you doing this weekend, by the way? Tomorrow is Friday. If you don't mind me asking, we're still social distancing, so no travel. But I am attempting with my wife and my family to do a barbecue at the backyard with the kids. And then you pause for reaction and wait for something for your client to say. So it sounds very old school, but it's right. So end your meeting after you confirm the next steps. End your meeting with a personal 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes conversation. Don't be robotic. If it is a group meeting, one-on-one rapport, it is a little bit more challenging to achieve. But it's easy. I found it's still easy enough to start a direct conversation as the meeting is kind of winding down. Look, if it's a group meeting, you might not be able to schedule every conversation, not with everybody. But if you don't ask, you won't get anything, right? So at the end of the conversation, confirm what you have discussed during the call and end the conversation with a casual discussion. That's how you win sales, you differentiate, and you build relationships. You do something at the beginning, you do something at the end before you let the customer or the potential customer go. The third thing that you do, you can set up small, short check-in meetings. So right now, with very limited in-person interactions, professional salespeople, we need to make it a priority to reach out to our prospects and clients just to make a connection and keep the relationship alive. You know, technology, WhatsApp, Telegram, Messenger, all these instant communication apps. It's so easy. You know, a short conversation to catch up, especially with people which you already know, I'm telling you, can be critical for you as a sales professional, as a coach, as a B2B salesperson, as an entrepreneur who is trying to sell an idea or a product. Those short checking meetings can be critical for people that want to work and network and keep your relationships alive. Because during times of economic, global crisis, challenges, people are looking for connection and are looking for stability. Now it is the perfect time to reach out and strengthen your relationships. And you know what? You will get more yeses on requests for shorter 10 to 15 minutes meetings than longer ones. And long meetings, sometimes people get tired. So for example, let me give you a script, what you can say, in an email or in a quick WhatsApp message. Hey, Carl, it's Evan. How are you? It's been a while and I was thinking of you because blah, 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 something. Put the reason there. Given that reason, I thought that might be a good catch up on a call. What do you think, Evan? Hey, Carl, it's been a while. I hope everything is well at your end. You came to my mind because of this and this and this, because I have a new upgrade that I want to tell you in the system. We have a new product or we have a new service for free that you could be interested. I thought it might be a good time to catch up for a quick call. Would you be interested? Or please let me know. Evan, simple, personal, and to the point. It can't be as simple as that. And as you schedule the meeting, maybe Carl will say, hey, Evan, good to see you. Yes. Yeah, no worries, blah, blah, blah. As you schedule the meeting, what you do next, make sure you set it up as a video meeting to build greater rapport. The short check-in message is the foot in the door. And during the longer video call, you build a greater rapport. Because on video, when you have video, making deeper connections with other people, it is easier to do when you can see them. Seeing your face allows the other person, allows your potential customers to develop a stronger connection with you. So this is the third thing that you do. Set up short check-in meetings. And the fourth thing that you can do is to continue build relationships outside of your meetings. Because beyond meetings, there are other ways to build rapport and to make connections, which is email, LinkedIn, text, WhatsApp, Telegram, Messenger. Don't overlook these opportunities these channels provide, because just 10 years ago, not long ago, 7, 8 years ago, we only had email. Other things were not as developed as they are today. Another thing that you can do is to share interesting and relevant content in a direct message. Hey, John, I hope everyone is well. I hope you are well. I saw this article online today, and based on our recent conversation, I thought you would enjoy reading it. So please, this is the link. Let's catch up sometime soon. Have a good day, Evan. Indirect selling. Keep your relationships alive. Be human. Don't reach out to customers whenever you want to sell something. Because, and be human. Too many messages are written without evidence of an individual's personal flair. So they end up, those messages sound very bland and very impersonal. Therefore, it is important to add a human touch. Take a few more seconds and put some personality in your emails. Put some personality in your WhatsApp messages. Put some personality in your virtual conference calls. Put some personality on your Telegram messages. Put some personality on your Messenger. Put some personality. Because you are not face to face. And to wrap up, relationship building during virtual times is different from face to face. It is easier to build relationship. It is easier to understand what the customer wants. It is easier to sell face to face. But by no means it is impossible to do so virtually. So what you have to do simply, you have to make the time and space for rapport, for relationship, and be proactive in your relationship building efforts. Do not reach out to customers only when you want to sell something. If you see an article online and this is something that you sell, or to something, maybe one of your clients or potential clients has an interest, copy paste the link, the URL, and send it to your client. Hey, John, I know you are interested in golf, so I saw this article on the online local magazine, so I thought could be of an interest to you. So there you are, here is the link. Proactive build relationship. Show that you are human. And if you do all that, and you add your personality in your messages, you can build strong relationships that are essential for sales success. So I recap 4 things that you do, that I suggest you do. Take the lead. Don't wait for others. At the beginning of the call, to break the ice and to build rapport from the beginning. Don't go straight into sales. Don't go straight into the subject, because virtually you have limited time. It is better to have less time for presentation and more time for rapport. So if you have an hour, 60 minutes, it is better to have 15 minutes at the beginning to build relationship, 40 to 50 minutes to do your presentation, and then 5 to 10 minutes at the end to end your meeting with a casual discussion. So the first thing that you do, number 1, 4 things. Take the lead and focus on relationship building from the start. Number 2, end your meeting with a casual discussion. Number 3, set up short checking meetings to see how your client is doing. And number 4, continue building relationships outside of your meetings. And the shifts right now that are taking place, some gradual and some others within the span of a few months, made selling significantly more challenging. So, but building rapport and building relationship can be done virtually, but you need to add human touch, and you need to add personality into your messages, into your emails, into your WhatsApp messages, into your Instagram messages, into your messenger to your clients, into your virtual meetings. And this is exactly how you differentiate from everybody else. This is exactly how you are not robotic. This is exactly how you build relationships. And this is exactly how you win sales virtually and remotely. Have a good day. See you soon. Bye-bye.